Today we're going to Diggs County, right off of Route 498. We're going to learn a little bit about this place and the history of it. It all started in 1947.
What? Don't listen to him. We're at Animal Kingdom.
Welcome back. Today we are at Chester and Hester's gas station here in Diggs County. We're going to roam around a little bit, learn a little bit about the history. What happened here in 1947 when they discovered some Tyrannosaurus Rex bone? How it changed the place. It's Disney's Animal Kingdom, Dino Land, but first we have to find a drink. Karen's waiting for us. Let's go. Yeah. We have our drinks.
We do.
Tequilasaurus.
Primordial booze. The name of the drink has booze in it. That's awesome.
I'm going with tequila.
Mine's vodka. Vodka lemonade. Cheers.
We are in the lounge at Restaurantosaurus.
Yes, we are.
We are here in Diggs County today. We're going to check out a little history about the county. This area started as a fishing lodge and a small gas station owned by Hester and Chester. And why are you laughing?
We're in Animal Kingdom.
I don't know what that means. But anyway, so if you're not familiar with Diggs County, here it's right off of Route 498. And again, there was a small fishing lodge here, where this restaurant is that we're in. And in 1947, an amateur fossil hunter discovered a Tyrannosaurus Rex bone, and then brought it to one of his scientist friends, and then the paleontologist came into the area, and they actually bought this fishing lodge and started doing their research here. What?
No, we're in Dino Land.
Well, there's Dino-Rama, which is the amusement park across the street, but that's a whole different story. Yeah, so the paleontologists and the students here, the grad students, they live in this facility here, which is made up partly of the original lodge that they bought. And then they erected this Quonset hut that we'll look at, which is where they do their vehicle maintenance. They have the rec hall, the dormitory, and their cafeteria, which they opened as this restaurant, which they used to raise some funds. And that's what we're in today. We're in this little lounge area. We'll take a look around. And again, there's the Quonset hut where they do vehicle maintenance, their dorms, their rec room.
Primeval World is right there.
That's
Dino
in
Land.
Chester and Hester's amusement park they opened. I'm going to get to that part of the story.
Whatever.
So one section of the building we're in is called the hip joint, which is the rec room, board games, sporting stuff, which is where the grad students here, they relax. And they've actually got one of the professor's Airstream trailers that he didn't use anymore. They attached it to the rec hall, and we can go check that out. It's got a jukebox and some booths in there. So like most colleges, college dorms, there's a lot of stuff that goes on around here as far as pranks and things like that. Like, one of the things that I guess the students here do is they change all the signs or words everywhere to Osaurus. So you'll see it'll say bunk room, and they'll add Osaurus to it. So just kind of the shenanigans that go on. But I guess here where there's a lot of college students, that's to be expected.
Donald Duck just walked by.
I don't know what that means. Across the street is an amusement park. It's Dino-Rama.
Dino Land.
So back when this area was just a fishing lodge, Chester and Hester, a couple down the street here, owned a gas station. And then, of course, once they discovered fossils here, and people started to come here as tourists, and the Dino Institute, which is what this was, started displaying things. So Chester and Hester got on the bandwagon, and they turned their gas station into a souvenir shop. And then when they made some money from that, they took their parking lot across the street and they turned it into a tourist trap-like amusement center. So the Dino Institute here and the amusement park, Chester and Hester's amusement park, they kind of have an ongoing rival. People say, oh, that the area is kind of like tourist trappy, cheesy, whatever the word might be. That's the intent. So the rivalry between Chester and Hester and the Dino Institute is kind of like they're almost mocking, what they're doing here with the fossils and the bone site. But they capitalized on it. So now when you're traveling down, 498, you can stop here at the amusement park, as well as check out, what's going on here at the Dino Institute.
I need you to show me 498 on the map. The only map you're going to be able to show it to me on is the Animal Kingdom map.
Why would 498 not be on the map? We'll find a map of Diggs County and we'll find 498.
Yes, so they're good. Oh my lord.
Diggs County.
So you let me know how you guys sit with
A little more history while we enjoy our drinks.
History.
So this would be a good time for you to reach down and hit that subscribe button. And we'll bring you more like these history adventures where we go out and we
Drink and we do things.
We drink and we do things, like mini adventures that we take you along, or maybe will inspire you to take the same adventure here to Diggs County and visit the bone site. So in the 70s, in the 1970s, they hired Dr. Helen Marsh. She took over as the person in charge of the Dino Institute here. Once they raised some money, they actually built a new facility, which is right next door, the Dino Institute, and they bought, I think it was Chronotech Technologies, which is how they built those time rovers where they actually can take people back to see.
It's the ride.
It's the what?
It's the dinosaur ride.
No, it's the Dino Institute. It's the new Dino Institute, after they replaced this one. Okay. Why do you call it a ride?
Hit your head or something.
as they grew here, they outgrew the lodge. So that's when some of these permanent style tents were added, and they used these permanent tents for provisions and supplies, unlike the original lodge that they used as their dorm. And then, like I said, there's the Quonset hut for the vehicle maintenance, and I think there was a larger tent that had all the remains or the fossils on display for the visitors, but that may have been taken down because they had to build the new building next door, which is the new Dino Institute, where all that chronotech technology is being used. And of course, as I was saying, all college kids, you'll find things like lots of pranks. Like I think somewhere you'll find like a bucket of water looming over the doorway that's looking to drench somebody.
Really?
And then you'll find somewhere, I think there's a water tower here we'll find that has a big target they painted on it. And they actually sit on the roof outside one of the dorm rooms in their chairs, and they shoot plungers, like arrows, at the back of the water tower.
Really?
And then they have a pulley system that they use to get the plunger arrows back.
Okay, you're sucking me in now.
Sucking you in. We're gonna
Sucking me in now to the story.
these crazy college kids.
Yeah.
And again, they're raising money here to keep the Institute going with the restaurant in this small lounge.
Secret bar.
It's the secret bar. The bartender calls it the secret bar.
Secret bar.
So don't tell anybody. Right, so then again, Hester and Hester, they built this amusement park across the street, kind of as a play on what's going on here with the real fossils, and the Institute doesn't really like that. It's kind of, they take it as a mocking.
No, it's fun.
Karen's right. We're at Animal Kingdom
Can
today.
you say that again?
Karen's right.
Thank you.
We're at Animal Kingdom. Dino Land. Dino Land is one of those places, and we're probably guilty of this as well. Early on, you think of it, it's like, it doesn't fit the theme, it's kind of tacky and weird. That's the point. If you understand the backstory. Many people probably don't take the time to understand the backstory that was put into this place by the Imagineers. It's supposed to be a mid-American tourist trap, amusement park. Chester and Hester, who owned the gas station in Diggs County when it was taken over by the paleontologist, and they leveraged that to make some money. That's the whole purpose. And so the restaurant here and all the buildings around it are full of items to this theme, from the whole paleontology, the grad students, this being their dorm and their cafeteria and their rec room, and the pranks and the recreational things they did, down to the books that are on the shelves, the music that's in the jukebox. All of it plays into the theme right down to the smallest degree. It's amazing, and I'm guilty of for years not appreciating that there was really that much of a backstory here. So we would kind of cut through like an amusement park. Really, it's almost like counter Disney, but if you appreciate the storyline,
There's always a story.
it's awesome. And so the basis of that story is this couple that owned the gas station almost making fun of and leveraging and monopolizing off of the Dino Institute. So that back and forth is kind of the heart of the story. And people say that the characters that are here at Dino Land play into that. They say that if you see the Donald Duck character, he's dressed in like Dino Institute or paleontologist garb, and they're like, he represents the scientist side of the story. And then Goofy's here, and he's dressed in like goofy vacation kind of clothes, like a tourist, and he plays off of the amusement side, and that those two are on both sides of the whole controversy or argument or back and forth or whatever. So that the storyline goes really deep. Fun facts.
You're full of them.
This bar is small and tucked in at the back of the restaurant. So Restaurantosaurus, handcrafted burgers. It's kind of quick service, counter service, but I guess they're known for burgers and build your own sundae bar.
Ooh. So check that out.
And this lounge is attached to the back of it. It's really small, but it's a great little place to sneak
tell
into
anybody, it's
if you're cutting through Dino Land. So we made a point that that's where we were going to head today. So we were drinking, which we've got a couple drinks, and our doing thing today was just to come here and tell the story of Dino Land because so many people don't appreciate it, don't know about it, and like I said, we really didn't know about it and kind of thought the same sometimes that it was kind of seemed like a place that was like Dino Land seemed a little out of the theme.
Makes so much sense.
But I
now.
appreciate it so much more now. And then of course the ride Dinosaur.
Yeah.
That in the storyline, that's the new Dino Institute that was built to replace this one here, which is the restaurant and there's a couple actually quick service places outside of here too that have food, but the restaurant is inside where all the artifacts are, so you come in and just appreciate the theme.
Cool.